Hey everybody, before we start the show today, me and Sal actually wanted to talk a little serious for a few minutes here about everything that's been going on in the last weekend. And Sal, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes. It has not been a good weekend in this country. And normally, we don't cover politics or really the current events scene that often because it's kind of fucking depressing. If I'm being honest, it's fucking depressing. And I know a lot of people come to our show to listen other than that. That's how I listen to my podcast. I listen to my niche shows so that I don't have to hear about this stuff. But in the world we're living in right now, we have to address the situation of everything that happened this weekend. And our fucking president being a fucking asshole this fucking weekend. Sal,
I mean, in not so many words, yes.
Yeah, Sal, you've been on Twitter a lot more than I have on this one, so I'll send it over to you first. Go right ahead.
I mean, I'm not like super active on Twitter. I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, you've obviously taken note of that. But I feel the need to every couple of days, go on there and insult him and tell him how much of a stupid dick he is. And, I'm getting to the point where I want to harass him so badly that I want to be blocked by him.
That's a goal. A lot of celebrities have been blocked by him already, so why not? That makes you famous.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes you famous.
I would be in an elite class, that's for sure.
But no, in all seriousness, and this is my whole situation is this whole weekend it got out of hand with the whole white supremacists and the Nazis and blah 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 fucking blah. I'm to be honest here. I don't talk about this on the air much. My grandfather fought in World War II. My dad is a Vietnam veteran.
Yes, he is.
I'm a very patriotic person. Yeah, and I'm also married to a Mexican family. So I have the whole kit and caboodle of war veterans in my past, very patriotic, and, well, obviously not racist whatsoever. I'm raising a 9-year-old who's completely colorblind. And actually could do, as Mandy in the background chiming in, but very extremely colorblind. Like, every kid should be. I'm not going to lie. Every kid should be that way. That's how this country should be. So to watch everything go on this weekend, it's really... And I'm actually happy we were on vacation, so we didn't have to see everything that was going on. We didn't have to explain anything this day. Because
it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting.
Because what was nice about it was walking around, I'll talk about my vacation later, walking around the Mall of America, and every TV we looked at was a sports bar. So everything was watching sports and watching the NFL preseason games and things like that. So nothing was on the news. So we actually didn't know what was going on until we got back to the hotel room after he went to bed on the night it happened.
Right. We
didn't even know what was going on because we weren't on the phones much. Only time I was on my phone was taking pictures. I really wasn't on my phone the entire time we were there. So it was a really screwed up situation when I got home and got back to the hotel and we're seeing everything going on and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And then to see the fucking president of this country almost pretty much sympathize with fucking Nazis and white supremacists 2 days later is a fucking disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace.
It's like you can't even make this shit up at this point.
No! This is something you see in a comedy show. This can't be real. This is a South Park episode. This is not a real thing, is it? Family Guy can't write this shit. Come on!
It's true.
So, I just wanted to get our feelings out to open this show up. We're not gonna do nearly as good as one Jimmy Fallon, who by the way stole the show this week with his monologue. He was amazing this week.
Yes.
And maybe I'll put it here in post so everyone can hear that before we start our show up. But I just want to get our feelings out, and then we'll actually start our show and have a good time. And we're gonna have some fun today, Sal. So let's go out here and we'll start our show. How's that sound?
Okay.
Even though The Tonight Show isn't a political show, it's my responsibility to stand up against intolerance and extremism as a human being. What happened over the weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia was just disgusting. I was watching the news like everyone else, and you're seeing Nazi flags and torches and white supremacists, and I was sick to my stomach. My daughters are in the next room playing, and I'm thinking, how can I explain to them that there's so much hatred in this world? They're 2 years old and 4 years old. They don't know what hate is. They go to the playground and they have friends of all races and backgrounds. They just play and they laugh and they have fun. But as kids grow up, they need people to look up to show them what's right and good. They need parents and teachers, and they need leaders who appeal to the best in us. The fact that it took the president 2 days to come out and clearly denounce racists and white supremacists is shameful. And I think he finally spoke out because people everywhere stood up and said something. It's important for everyone, especially white people in this country, to speak out against this. Ignoring it is just as bad as supporting it. And remember, there are people who have given their lives to make sure this kind of hate doesn't spread. They fought and died on the right side of history. One brave woman in Charlottesville, Heather Heyer, died standing up for what's right at the age of 32. I can't look at my beautiful, growing, curious daughters and say nothing when this kind of thing is happening. We all need to stand against what is wrong, acknowledge that racism exists, and stand up for what is right and civil and kind. And to show the next generation that we haven't forgotten how hard people have fought for human rights. We cannot do this. We can't go backward. We can't go backward. Thank you all for watching and listening. This is The Tonight Show, and we'll be right back.
Captain Fatbelly is done being oppressed, being from Staten Island. Attention everyone not from Staten Island! Y'all can suck it! Brooklyn, suck it! Hey, Queens! Queens, suck it! hey, the Bronx! Bronx, suck it! Yo, Manhattan! Suck it! New Jersey, suck it! New Jersey! Suck it! Rest of the world that's not Staten Island! All you non-Staten Islanders! Suck it! Canada, suck it! Bermuda Triangle, suck it! Now Kilimanjaro, suck it!
Joe, that other tram is not from Staten Island.
Other tram! Suck it, 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 suck it. I heard Sal fall.
Hi, this is Anthony Rapp.
Hi, this is Bill Farmer, the voice of Goofy, and
Awesome Paul here with the Blake and South Show. Stay tuned.
This is Tad Stones.
Hello, this is Jim Cummings. I'm calling to say hello to my close personal friends Blake and Sal.
This is Eva Leaf, a.k.a. the baddest bitch in the building.
Hi, this is Kevin Eastman, co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, of course we are. It's the Blake and Sal Show. And don't forget to remember to tune in and watch it with your ears.
Pretty cool.
Stay tuned or you might get DQ'd.
And you are listening to the Blake and Sal Show, the most dangerous podcast on the internet.
Far out.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
And you are listening to the Blake and Sal Show, of course.
Unfortunately, Sal wasn't here when I recorded this. So, Blake, you're the best.
Gorge.
Blake, without Sal, is like the turkey without the stuffing, and you can't break tradition.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 178 of the number one most downloaded show on Filling the Void Podcast Network, The Blake and Sal Show. I'm Blake. Let me bring on my co-host, the man who would probably cash in the Money to Bank a lot better than Baron Corbin. Sal, how you doing?
Oh, that's hilarious. I am doing great. How are you?
I am doing great. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been doing this.
It has.
It's funny. We hit a couple of weeks off, yet I put like 4 shows up while we were gone. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you keep busy.
Yeah, I know. I put shows up while I'm on vacation. Go figure how that works. What song are we listening to? Because this is definitely something people probably recognize but don't know what it is.
Yes, this is the original demo to Thriller before it was Thriller.
And it's called?
It's called Starlight, and basically the short form of the story behind it is they wrote the song, he recorded the demo, they liked the song, but the writer had went to Michael Jackson and said, you know what, I really don't like the name Starlight. Can you just listen to it a couple of times when you get home and see if maybe you could find something else in the song that we can call it something different? And he wound up going home and rewriting the whole thing, and we got the iconic Thriller song.
Yeah, the beat's there. It's kind of weird, and I was doing the dance while we were in the song. But no, it's definitely interesting. By the way, during the song, CJ came up to grab something, and he waved to Sal, and it's been interactive back here while Andy and CJ have been coming back behind me during the intro of the show.
Yes.
So, all right, so that's that. What are we talking about today if everyone doesn't know by now?
There's some sort of an event,
What was that? Sal? You there?
Did you hear me?
You said some sort of event and it cut out. There you are, by the way. You're back. You said some sort of event and then it cut off. So you're back now, though.
Oh, did it? Oh, some sort of event in Brooklyn. Something about NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. And something about SummerSlam.
It's some busy wrestling weekend that happens every summer.
I guess. I don't know. I've never heard of these events before.
It's only like 8.5 hours of wrestling in 2 days. That's all. Nothing major. Yeah, I'm watching 8.5 hours and I'm going to a show on Friday night. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. We'll get to all that, though. We'll get to everything. There's a lot going on. And it's just you and me. This is weird. We're doing a big pay-per-view and it's just you and me. It's funny how schedules work. You know?
Yes.
Because Mark's not here. Yeah, everyone's not here.
To answer your question, because I can't type for some reason, every time I click over to look at the run sheet, it's going to turn off my camera for some reason.
Oh, that's fine. At least I know what's going on. So, why don't you put your run sheet on your phone?
Because it's all the way over there, and I don't want to get up.
Well, I snapped you. You're gonna break our snap. You're gonna break our snap streak, by the way.
Oh my God! I have to snap you. Okay, fine. I'm getting up.
Yeah. So okay. Well, while Sal does that, I'll do our plugs while Sal gets his phone. You can buy our shirts, stickers, hoodies, and more at our TeePublic store. Click on the TeePublic link on our website, or go to teepublic.com. Search for the Blake and Sal Show.